I'm Brodor, and this is Why We Game bonus material. This audio is from the 2020 Gamma Expo in Reno, Nevada. I spoke with Curt Covert from Smirk and Dagger Games. We discuss screwing your neighbor and STDs. Curt tells me about their first Kickstarter, Cinder, and he teases Smirk's first co-op game. Let's tune in.
I'm Curt Covert. I'm the owner of Smirk and Dagger Games, and we've got 3 new games coming out this year. We just finished our very first Kickstarter after 16 years, which was Cinder, where fantasy characters are dating dragons without getting burned. It's a push your luck dice game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, when you say getting burned, most people think getting their feelings hurt. Personally, I'm a filth bag, and I think immediately about STDs.
Oh no, I would be more concerned about Dragonfire.
I was thinking about the burning sensation that this dragon gave me. But anyway.
Well, yeah, that would be different. But yeah, and we just launched our game, The Deadlies, yesterday. It just hit store shelves yesterday.
Yeah, I love that Samurai Jack, Getty, whatever his name is, style art.
Yeah.
It's really slick.
Yep, and it's all about the 7 deadly sins, and it's a great Take That card game. So yeah, we've got lots of fun stuff we've been showing.
Well, kind of Screw Your Neighbor is really with Smirk and Dagger what you guys do.
For 14 years, it's what we did for sure. Yeah.
But now you guys have got Smirk and Laughter games, where things are a little bit softer touch, a little bit more friendly oriented.
Yeah, well, and actually, Smirk and Laughter is... I really love emotionally evocative games. I like immersive experiences where you the tokens almost fade away and you believe they are the things that they're supposed to be. Oh no, we're going to lose a kitten, whatever it is.
Right. I've got to pull a tentacle out of the tower and I'm scared shitless about what marbles are going to fall out.
Exactly. Right. So
I can cuss. It's my show. You feel you got to do. But I don't. My audience is going to expect a certain behavior from me, and I got to be me.
Perfect.
Yeah. So any which way, what are the kind of lines, what are some distinctions? Obviously, Cutthroat Caverns is a Smirk and Dagger game.
Yes.
That is a pretty hardcore knife in the back sort of thing.
Yes.
So what are some of the Smirk and Laughter lines, and how are they different?
So anything that doesn't have backstabbing ends up going into the Smirk and Laughter.
Gotcha. So Cinder, for example, is a Smirk and Laughter
That's
title.
right, yeah. But we're actually going to have our first, believe it or not, cooperative game coming up this year, which is... it's a tile-laying horror game where you're trying to escape an eternal prison of darkness. So it's got kind of this interesting creep factor because it's a horror game, but it's fully cooperative, so it can't go into Dagger. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it.
Just, Smirk ellipse.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. But interesting.
So with the looming fear of COVID-19, Wizards of the Coast didn't show up, and so we were, of course, denied their very deep dive and insightful promotions that they do every time I've been to Gamma. This is the first time I've been to Gamma in 5 years, and I wouldn't have gone to their seminars anyway because I wouldn't have learned a damn thing.
Yeah.
But that's me saying it, not Curt. But with COVID-19, definitely impacting attendance here this week, and we're in mid-March.
Yeah.
There's talk of Adepticon at the end of this month, early April, getting canceled. I mean, if there's no Origins and there's no Gen Con this year, how is that going to affect your guys' product cycle and sales?
Well, so it's probably even deeper than that because a lot of the products not only have to ship from China, but they also have to arrive at port in China. And if, who can say, right now the shipping lines are backed up because, China was closed for 2 months, ostensibly, with both the New Year and then the scare about the virus. So things are already going to be a little bit backed up in terms of delivering games. In terms of convention appearance, it's interesting. A lot of the larger... Anyone with an HR department is largely who didn't show up here.
Right.
And I guess, larger companies have more legal concerns, and HR companies are like, well, no, it's not worth the risk. Mm-hmm. Smaller companies are all here, and quite honestly, all the retailers showed up.
Right.
And at first I thought, there's going to be a lot of grumbling, like, was this worthwhile? We came all this way, and now a lot of these companies aren't even here. Truth is, all the retailers I've talked to are like, honestly, we're just happy we're able to spend more time with people we spend less time with usually.
Yeah, no,
so,
it has been, and I don't mean to sound mercenary, but it has absolutely been a boon for me and for this project and the opportunity that there are less bodies I'm competing with. Because my big concern was I want to get face-to-face time with people like you and people in the industry. And if there's a shit ton of retailers here, it's going to be hard because I don't want to get in the way of you doing your job, which is getting people to sell your game.
Yeah.
So it has been a blessing for me to some degree as well. So listen, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate your insight. I'll talk to you offline. I would love to sit down with you for a face-to-face interview in long form sometime in the future. But if people want to find Smirk and Dagger Games, just smirkanddagger.com.
That'll do.
All major distributors, Alliance, ACD, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
All over the FLGSs across the world.
Yep.
Fantastic, Curt. Thank you so much, man.
You bet.